everybody? This is Dear Unity, UNITY. I decided to make a Dear Unity because the last time I made a Dear Unity, it was, what was it? It was September the 27th, the day before my birthday, my 34th birthday at that. And I had did a video because of course time was winding down, and I didn't know when the next time I do a video. Clearly I'm doing videos months later because today is October the 26th, 2023. And I'm just thinking about how many times I used to do Dear Unities. I used to sometimes do Unity like 3, 4 times a month, and now I'm basically down to 1 time a month, which is okay. You see what I'm saying? Nevertheless, nevertheless, I wanted to get into some things or whatever and just give an update. Anybody that know, if you've been watching my Dear Unity videos, it's literally me just it's like an open diary for me. So if you are not subscribed, I will really appreciate it. And just let you know, it's just an open diary for me. You can choose to listen, you don't have to. It's perfectly fine. So I just would like for you to at least subscribe if you're not subscribed. That's free 99. Anyways, okay, so this morning it's raining where I'm at. It's been raining all week. And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably been plenty of times I could have did my content and stuff like that, but I have been positioned. I just been kind of busy. I've been working 2 jobs and stuff like that because I am a single mother of 3. So I just been busy. You see what I'm saying? And I really thank God for the strength, because I'm not gonna lie, like I think I said that in one of my other videos. Like, I really was in the mindset of never even working over 4 hours. So I went from not even want to work more than 5 hours to I'm literally working 2 jobs, and I haven't got tired yet. And I just really want to say that has to be God giving me the strength, because the old queen could never. Just saying. So anyways, I really wanted to kind of talk about where I'm at in my mindset, because like I say, this is an open diary for me. For as my birthday, how did my birthday go? How do I feel about turning 34? My birthday actually it went good, because I'm a very simple person. It's funny because I probably gave out more gifts on my birthday than I probably received. But nevertheless, I'm grateful because I had like a birthday dinner. I wanted us all to wear orange. I did do like a video with the dresses or whatever I chose, and I did kind of like a little slideshow of my party and stuff like that. And it was just something small, because like I say, if I have something and it wasn't to like separate or make certain people feel a certain type of way, but I know when I gather around, or if I get something going, I just prefer for it to be like something intimate. I don't care if I have to have 3, 4, 5 different dinners with different sets of people. I just like to be like in an intimate setting. I don't like to have like 2, 3 table full of people that only came for me, because it's like I want to be able to connect. I want to be able to talk to each person that came. And I know a lot of times when people have a big extravagant party, they feel so bad, because it's kind of like they didn't ever like, they like, man, I ain't even get to say hey to so and so, I ain't even know you was there. And that don't mean no harm, but it's kind of like it kind of weighs on them, because they be like, Ali, I know you only came for me. And that's how I be. So instead of doing that, I ended up having like a little small dinner of 6 of us, close people that I have in my life, and it was fun. Like, another thing is, I did like games, because sometimes when you bring in a group of people that don't know each other, then people tend to like not interact, or they tend to like be in their phone. So I had it where we was entertained the whole time. Like, I had questions, I had games, I had icebreakers, and it was definitely fun. They all enjoyed themselves. So I'm just honestly grateful to see 34. Uh, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I feel like that I have seen more growth And far as maturity, not maturity, because I always been kind of had like an old soul, but I see like far as like my looks and and how I feel and my demeanor, I feel like I hit that in my 30s. I really do kind of on a cool, how some people like, man, say in my 20s. No, my 30s is to me my breaking out point. So even when it comes down to some of y'all, like, don't beat yourself up about getting older. I never understood why people be so offended. Like when they be like, you'll never ask the lady her age. Baby, I be quick to be like 34. Sometimes I lie and say 50, 60. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's in me. You know what I'm saying? So it's gotta like, I love the fact of getting older. It is such a blessing. It is such a blessing, especially when we're in a lifetime right now where people are passing away in their younger age. You see what I'm saying? Like, people not passing away. Like, in these past couple of years, it has not been people that's in their 60s and 70s and, and stuff like that. It's people in their 40s, 30s, 20s, teens, kids. So it's kind of like, for me to even get to 34, I'm just grateful. You see what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I have my health. I have my strength. I have a roof over my head. I have a job. I have a car. And it might not be the dream that I want, but I'm grateful, because sometimes we have to be grateful for what we have before God even bless us with something more. How can God bless you with a BMW when you ain't even taking care of the hoopty? Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't sit up here and be, and I got that from my papa, because I remember him saying something like that. He was just saying like, God sometimes won't bless you with certain things because you don't even appreciate the little things, like the little things, aka which is your apartment. You asking God for a mansion, but you don't want to pay, you don't want to do right by your apartment. You don't want to fix it up. You don't want to clean it. So why would he take you from a 1 bedroom to a 10 bedroom or a 5 or a 6 bedroom? Make it make sense when you don't even appreciate the small things. So that's something that I always say. I always say I'm thankful for everything, because like I said, in my last video, my last short, I posted it was a time of me, and y'all can go back and look at it, but it was a short that I had basically did, like, it came up in my memory. It was in my phone, and I was looking at it the other day. And the crazy thing about it, I remember being so emotional that day, and I just turned on my camera and started, talking, because I was so stressed out. Like, this time last year, I was just so overwhelmed. I was stressed out. I was working. I wasn't satisfied in my job. I was working for a company for over 16 years. 16 years since I was 19. I'm not gonna lie, I was very comfortable, and I let that comfortable stage in me basically, set in me. Let me tell y'all something. Being comfortable in a situation could sometimes stop your growth, or it can be toxic with, you moving on to better things. And so with that situation, I just remember being so frustrated because I was with this one company for so long. I don't have nothing against it, because like I said, I'm the person who decided to stay, and I didn't have no benefits. On the cool, it was like a paycheck to paycheck job. My bills were still, due. I was stressed out because, where I was staying at, I was miserable because of what was I miserable? It was just the environment. I ain't gonna lie, I stayed in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so bad to the point where they thought I was undercover, because they could not believe, like, you, the type of person, don't even look like you belong over here. But nevertheless, I was grateful, because I never been the type of person to live outside my means. And even though I stayed somewhere, I didn't carry myself that way just because of my surroundings. But it was time, and I think it was weighing on my heart heavily. And so I was looking at that video, and I remember my mindset from then to now. And I remember I was up here the other day when I was looking at the video and I posted it. I just was like, thank you, God, because everything that I desired and I wanted, I ended up getting plus more, because I was being patient and faithful. And that's what it was. It was kind of like I went from crying about, having staying in a certain type of area, to now I'm in a better area. I was complaining about a job, to now with a job with benefits. And not even only that, crazy thing about it, God began to, even after I posted that video like 2 days ago, I just got a promotion in my job to transfer to another, to another title. And the only thing about it, the crazy thing about it, I'm doing lesser work than what I was doing. I don't think about it, I got dressed in all black. And I'm the type of person that I go to work, I dress up. I used to could wear what I want to wear. It gives me time to express myself and my look and stuff like that. And I was just like, honestly, only thing you'll be doing is it's a little, it's a little stale. But I got it, it came with a raise, and on top of that, it came with less work. And I was like, at first, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, I don't know, because I really like the other position. But then I said, God was telling me, like, stop being comfortable. Stop being loyal to certain things and certain position in your life. What is relationship, friendships, or whether it's, your job. Because especially when it comes down to these jobs, like, you better take every opportunity. I just found out about Gecko, the insurance company. Some girl, they had posted, and it was like, pray for the employees because they laid out 2,000 people without notice. They didn't just out the blue be like, okay, just to let y'all know in a couple of weeks we're gonna, remove and we're gonna let people go. No, they just straight up send people an email, sorry, your job is gone. What? So that's the type of mentality you have to have when it comes down to succeeding and being, taking opportunity each time you get it. And I said to myself, I said, okay, you know what, God, thank you. Because I was already saying, hey, I need more money, and I ain't trying to be funny. I was working 2 jobs. So it's kind of like, that'll just minimize their other job, and then I'm able to bring in a little, more income. The holidays and stuff like that it'll come up. And the crazy thing about it, I'm gonna do another video because that's the income part, for as growth and believing. Then it comes down to the relationship parts and, the friendships and stuff like that. And friendship wise, I'm kind of glad that I have a small circle, but I'm kind of glad that the people that I'm surrounding myself around, their energy is better, and they're in the process of growing too. So I kind of got people that, like, friends or whatever, that it's kind of like this competition. Like, oh, I'm gonna give you something, you finna give me something, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm gonna give you this, and you like, oh, I got something for you, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for that because you never know what people are going through. So it's good to like have people surrounding you that is thinking about you, because when you're always the strongest person in the room or in the group, it can take a toll on you because you take a lot of stuff personal when it comes down to their problems. So I thank God for that. Relationship wise, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about relationship wise because I just experienced, like, 2 weeks ago. First of all, I've been catfished. I'm gonna do another video about being catfished. And then I'm also gonna do in that video, I'm gonna talk about don't compromise your self-respect for materialistic things. And do not sit up here and let anybody, ruin your reputation when it comes down to your prized possession, which can be your mind, body, and soul. So you have to be careful because I'm gonna speak on it on another video, but I just want people to know, like, at the end of the day, God is your resource. He your resource. He everything that you need. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to comfort, when it come down to income. And I thought about it, I was just like, because we always say man, like God say put his trust in him and not man. And that's so true because when you going through some, and you know what I'm saying, whether you sick, whether you know what I'm saying, you lost your job, whether something is going on with you, who is the first person that you really just be crying out to try to figure out, can they help, can they make it work? 9 times out of 10 is God. You asking God, God, please, I need you, I love you, please, I do right, oh, I need this job, I need this, you know what I'm saying, I need this place, I need that. And I was just like, that is so true. So when you sit up here and you're in the midst about to compromise your self-respect, especially when it comes down to materialistic stuff, you basically saying you don't put your trust in God no more. Like, what? He might not come when you want to, but he's always on time. Always on time. And that's something that I had to realize because I just feel like that I was in a position where I almost compromised my pride, you know, and my self-respect, all because of trying to get something sooner. And I'm just like, out of my whole 34 years of living, can't one person really, you know, say anything far as like, oh, she did this, she did that, or she did that. And you have to be careful, because when, say for example, everybody have a past, nobody's perfect, right? But if you sit up here, just imagine a prostitute, or you know, or somebody that was on drugs or something like that, or addict. They recover and they get themselves together, and now they, you know, now they're a motivation speaker. I don't care how better and how good they change their life around. It's always going to be somebody that is envious and jealous, that wants to bring up their past. So you have to be careful what you compromise your self-respect for. Yes, I understand you might be in a situation where you feel like, I need this and I can't, you know, I can't help it, and it's only gonna be, you know, this one time. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, your self-respect. Because I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, your self-respect. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You probably could have got double for your trouble if you would just waited. And that's exactly what happened to me in the situation that I was in. Like, I was for to compromise my self-respect, my reputation. And then next thing you know, that video in my memory had popped up. And then I thought about it, and I was just like, God forgive me. Because once again, like, I'm so anxious to the point where I'm finna do this, when turn around and you might end up blessing me with even more than this person can offer. So that just goes for anything in general. I don't want people just to take that and be like, oh, it's only a certain, like, oh, it's only because it is this situation. No, that's in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's another position. I don't care if it's materialistic stuff. I don't care if it's relationship wise. Stop compromising your self-respect, your integrity, just to please somebody else, or just so they can be satisfied. Because in the end of the day, then now you dealing with all type of mental issues, because it's kind of like you dealing with this person, you feeling disgusted. You know what I'm saying? You feeling busted and disgusted. Yes, you got what you wanted, but now you know what I'm saying, you like, oh my God, like, you know, you had to do this and you had to scam and do this and do that. So you got to be careful. That's the reason why, you know, when it comes down to relationships and friendships and, you know, the job place or whatever, I always find peace within it. You see what I'm saying? I always, you know, look at the bigger picture of it all. You see what I'm saying? Like, when it came down to the new position, when I thought about it, I was like, here I am thinking about the small thing about it. Oh, I'm worried about the dress code. That's the only thing. When you got bills, when you got kids, when you know what I'm saying, like, when you got the stuff, you mad because you're gonna have to now wear a uniform, or you're gonna have to wear one solid color. Dress it up. I was wearing all black. I didn't put a belt on, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put this, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I had on all black with a hat, you know, like, I'm gonna dress it up. I'm gonna make it my own. That just improvise that. Because at the end of the day, the better outcome is, you know, more money, benefits, you know, the hours that I need. I thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank you. That's what I want, is stability, until I'm ready to move on to the next position. And so, friendship wise, thank you, God, for surrounding me around certain people and things, even if I don't talk to them every day on a basis. But I know if it comes down to it, if I call and be like, hey, I need to plan an event, or I need to do something, they gonna step all over the solely because it's my name. Oh, quit doing it, we there. Because they know. We love you, boo. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing together. Even when it comes down to um relationship wise, you know, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna speak on, I am gonna do a video about that catfish situation, because I just gotta let people know, like, how bizarre the world is. But even when I sit up here and think about relationship wise, like, we're getting too old, like, you know, and I'm not gonna speak, like I said, if I deal with a person, like my next relationship and stuff like that, I will keep it under wraps. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people like, you let people in. I just, before I end up going, because I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta go to work, but before I end up going, this is what also wanted me make me do a video. Yesterday I seen something on Facebook. It was such a tragedy. It was down here in my, where I'm from too. A young lady had passed away because her husband had sit up here. They ain't had no kids or nothing together. She had a daughter, but her husband sit up here and killed her. You see what I'm saying? And remind you, this lady always spoke good about her husband. One of her friends did get on live and was crying, and she was just saying like how, you know, even if they had issues and problems, she never brought it to the internet. She never brought it into the forefront. They did probably have issues. But the crazy thing about it, when she, her husband had did time in jail. Like from the day she picked him up from jail, she was going live. She was taking him on trips, like places that he ain't never been, Jamaica, and they went. She said they, different type of places out of town, and on his birthday she gifted him with $10,000 in a Bible. Like in the Bible, he opened it up. She said go to John 3:16. He opened it up thinking he finna read the Bible. It's 10 racks. You know what I'm saying? And in the ring, in a nice ring, and they had a wedding. It was like she tried so hard to, like, even though he had a past and he probably went through some stuff, she tried so hard to show him that he is a king, and and she honored the marriage and stuff like that. And I don't know exactly what probably went on behind closed doors, but for him to literally kill her and then drop her off at the graveyard, knowing that this girl had a daughter that is in high school, knowing that she had, that this lady had a mother that was that disabled, that she was literally taking care of, that's on the oxygen tank. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, the crazy thing about it, her brother, this is the one, he's actually popular. He literally, you know what I'm saying, his girlfriend at the time was just now fit to get induced yesterday, to have their baby girl. So he has lost his sister that loved him deeply, because she was overprotective, his best friend, his sister. And then he also brought in his daughter in the world. And remind you, his daughter, one of his daughters years ago, a couple of years, like a couple of probably like 2-3 years ago, one of his daughter, like, she had passed away, like when she was probably 4 or 5 months. And it's very hurtful. I know that I'm praying for that young man, because it's kind of like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to tell y'all, it's time not to stop playing with people. That's why I was like, let me do this video. I was just like, my fear, that's literally one of my fears. Like, I wouldn't want anything, like, I want to be able to see my kids grow. I want to be able to see them get married and have kids. I want to be able to enjoy moments and stuff like that from them. So that's the reason why I said, say, be careful what you entertain. Be careful what what you pour into. I understand stuff can happen randomly, but some of y'all are playing with fire even when it comes down to a relationship. If you married, stay married and stay out of people's face, because everybody not going to be receiving it the same way you receive. You don't run up on the wrong person that's going to retaliate. You see what I'm saying? This young man, not trying to be funny, he probably, what they said, he got back on drugs. He got back on whack or whatever, because when the police found him, he at the barbershop. Your wife dead, you at the graveyard, you at the barbershop chilling with your people. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. They say he had got back on drugs. She was trying to help him out and stay by his side on that. Next thing you know, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to just, put the stuff out there. But they were just saying that's probably the only reason. And, that's domestic. They probably had their little issues behind closed doors. But this is what I'm saying about, stop playing. Y'all stop playing when it comes down to relationships, friendships. Even friendships. Stop being around people that are jealous and envious, because just like her husband took her life away, it's friends out here too that'll befriend you and be around you and be in your surroundings and want to get close to you and still do wrong by you. Let's wake up. It's job places that will work you half to death. Then let you get sick. Let something happen to you. Let you end up can't even do your job test or whatever. They're gonna say, okay, thank you, we understand. And then calling somebody else in. Hey, next. That's all. Like, I'm not gonna lose my life when it comes down to no job and trying to be this and that. If I can do it, I can do it. If I don't, I don't. That's why people keep me like, oh, you in that position. Yes, but at the end of the day, I didn't have to, my work ethic got me here. That's why that's why I said earlier, I thank God for having the work ethic. Thank God for putting it in me, because it was a time where you couldn't even give me work 5 hours. I'm scratching. I'm ready to go. I'm antsy. I'm like, oh, I don't want to stay. I don't care about the money. So now that I'm somewhere where I don't mind making money and doing stuff or whatever, then it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for giving me the strength. Because some people out there that really want to work and do right or whatever, they can't do it because of their past, because something they did, or they could be, disabled, or don't have the, the same strength or the health wise to do it. So I'm thankful. You see what I'm saying? So that's I just want to sit here and say and make this video. Dear Unity, if you have stayed this long, thank you so much. You can like the video. Like I said and say, public service announcement. I always tell people really at the beginning of the video, this is just an open diary for me. This was nothing, that I really promote. I just really get on here and talk when I do Dear Unity, just because it's kind of things that goes through my mind. And I like to look back on it years from now and be like, hey, this was my mindset. This what I was thinking. This was my achievement. Because I talk too much, y'all, clearly. So if I get the right stuff down, my hand's going to be throwing up gang signs because I ain't going to be able to work. But nevertheless, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much if you have watched this whole video. Much love to you. Love, peace, and unity. Mwah!